All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back to today's video. Swaggy and I actually just recorded a podcast, so if it's uploaded by the time this is out, I'll put it in the bio. But if you enjoy this video, please go ahead and subscribe. I'm getting close to about 500 subscribers. I really appreciate your guys' support. Probably gonna hop in a live stream later today if you guys want to come say hi. Once again, I love all the comments, positive, hate. I love it all, man. You guys really are great. So, as we all know, first preseason game is tonight. I'm going to go ahead and give my predictions. If you want to hear actually my game-by-game predictions, go ahead and check out that live stream. But basically, through the first 26 games the Houston Rockets have scheduled, I have them at 24-12. They actually have a moderately easy... They have a pretty easy schedule. I wouldn't say easy, but it's not as stressful as I'm sure some other teams are. I think games 9 and 10 are the most important games of the entire season out of those 26 that have been released. It is a is it back-to-back against the Lakers? I think it is back-to-back. I don't think it's back-to-back nights, though. So 2 games, 9 and 10 against the Lakers. I would pretty much assume if we were to get blown out by the Lakers, James Harden would demand a trade essentially the next day. I made a video as well where I gave my prediction on our most improved player. I'll just go ahead and give you the answer. It's Christian Wood. I think Christian Wood's looking at a 20-10 season relatively easily. I think he's a stud. He can defend. He can shoot the ball. He's pretty athletic. He's got, I think his wingspan's 7'2" or 7'3". This dude's going to be a stud, man. My biggest issue for the season is John Wall. He can't play back-to-backs. I assume Boogie will just because he's not going to be starting. But John Wall not on any back-to-back might be an issue. I don't know how many games we'll play like that. Russell Westbrook didn't play back-to-backs last season, and I guess it was tough to watch some nights. So 24-10, I think there's only like 2 back-to-backs in the first 26 games. My MVP is going to be James Harden. Also, this prediction, my 24-10, these are all just assuming that James Harden stays a Houston Rocket because there's so many different hypotheticals. There's so many different fantasy trades you could get into, like Tyler Hero, Paul George before he received his extension, Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving. Even you could talk about Houston Rocket, James Harden trade potentials probably for a good 24 hours straight. Like, honestly, you probably could. If you're a Rockets fan, with that being said. So we just assume James Harden's going to stay here for the rest of the season. There's not really a point in predicting otherwise until it happens, so that way we can fully assess. Now, Eric Gordon, I actually made a video about Eric Gordon yesterday. I really think we need to trade Eric Gordon. His contract is horrible. He had a very down year last year. Now, he did get surgery halfway through. He was hurt. I think he had 2 different injuries last year. Shot career low from the field, career low from the 3. Eric Gordon, what's his contract? 4 years, 64. It's horrible. It might even be 80 or 84, but I think it's 64. It's a horrible contract. If you have the opportunity to get a younger, athletic, like Buddy Hield type player, and you're not willing to give up Eric Gordon for that, oh boy, you're not going to like if they trade James Harden, I'll tell you that. So Eric Gordon, just assuming he's here as well. However, like I said, I do believe they will trade him. But he is a very valuable 6th man because he can score relatively easily. And if he's healthy, he's pretty valuable. We need him to get his trade value up as well. DeMarcus Cousins, I think he'll be the 7th man. DeMarcus Cousins, his reports are saying that he's looking very good. I would be very nervous if I was an opposing player and I had to guard Boogie Cousins because he looks like he is a man with a plan. He looks motivated. He looks slim. He looks great, guys. DeMarcus Cousins looks great. He won't be getting crazy minutes, so I wouldn't expect anything. I wouldn't expect 20 and 10 a night because he won't be getting that kind of minutes. But I definitely think he could put up at least maybe 15 a night. I think they'll probably keep his minutes around 25-ish towards the end of the season, maybe higher 20s, but we'll see. Daniel House, Gerald Green, all the small forwards, I think they're all very, very important role players. I really like the way our team's looking right now, guys. I think we need a backup point guard if Chris Clemens can't defend that well. Not a fan of Jaren Grant. I actually see no reason as to why Jaren Grant is on this basketball roster. You guys know me. I'm a Bulls fan. Born here in Chicago. I watch a lot of Bulls basketball. I had to deal with Jaren Grant for a while. Jaren Grant is not the point guard you guys want to deal with, even if it's coming off the bench, because he just doesn't excel in anything. And you watch a lot of games, and he'll have a game where he'll drop 20. This was when he was starting in Chicago. Of a game where he'll drop 20 and you're like, oh yeah, that was a great game. Like, we actually really needed you to win that game. But that's maybe like 3 or 4 times a season. This is off the bench. He's probably not looking at huge minutes because we have James Harden, but he is probably going to be our backup point guard because Clemens is not great at defense, and it appears as if the Houston management does not trust him that well. So, moving on from that, PJ Tucker, current power forward. I like PJ, man. I don't think there's no reason to extend him, obviously. Still relatively athletic. He got absolutely abused by AD in the playoffs. Who wouldn't at the same time? But I think PJ is definitely a piece we need to look to get traded. But as far as right now, he's going to be in our starting roster. So we know what we're going to get from PJ. We know we're going to get, he's going to work hard as well. So not too worried. Like I said, 24-10 is my prediction for the first 26 games of Houston Rockets basketball. Would love to hear what you guys have to say on my thoughts and your thoughts as well. So subscribe if you're not already. Click the like button, and I'll see you guys later.